you doing? Glad to see you in the shop again. I'm John Cavender and I'm the founder of CanvasLessons.com, and today in this short video I want to go through with you our new Scribe tool. Let me give you just a brief history about how this tool came to be. In 1990 I came out of the military and I went to work for my father making boat canvas. He was already in the middle of learning how to make boat canvas and successfully making boat canvas. And what we did was we had like 20 to 25 foot box trucks with sewing machines and tables, and we were actually driving up to different marinas, and we'd actually park and get out, and we'd make whatever canvas we were going to make. Of course, it was all on little boats. This is in Florida, Lake County, Florida, which were bass boats and little fishing boats and pontoon boats and stuff like that. So our shops were completely mobile. And in about 1991, I guess it was about a year and a half after my father and I started doing business together, we decided that we should either part ways or kill each other. Well, you know how that works with working with family. So I went out on my own, and from 1990 to 2002, I wound up building an entire fleet of these trucks. And I was hiring guys on, and we were going from coast to coast. We were in Central Florida. We were going from coast to coast, and we were making canvas on little boats. And my thought process and my theory in those days were hammer the jobs out. We weren't really considering the quality of the products we were putting out. In those days, I was in my 20s, and I was just really money. And all I wanted my guys to do was get out there and get the boats knocked out and get the money and get it back into the bank. So after doing that successfully, which I don't know how much success we really had with that, but we were successful. I was probably one of the biggest canvas shops in Florida at the time. 2002 came, and I decided then that there was just a limited amount of money that could be made with doing the trucks and on the road and really fast type of canvas. And I started to build an OEM shop, original equipment manufacturing. So we were doing stuff for boat manufacturers, which now our quality had to take a little bit of a change. And this is where I'm getting to this Scribe tool. We had to start making product that was perfect, that people would buy on their boats when the boats were brand new. And it wasn't just boats, it was also golf carts and some miscellaneous stuff like the Segways. We were making covers for the Segway, little auto Segway mobiles. And we were making the enclosures for golf carts for E-Z-Go and Parkar and Yamaha. But it was all manufactured, our original manufacturer equipment. So the process of going from knock it out fast for just the individual Mr. Jones down the street to actually making very quality product was a big stepping stone for me. It was slowing down, making patterns so that they could be duplicated, and making the stuff exactly right and precise. So in 2000, I'm going to jump way ahead. In 2008, I was fortunate enough to have sold Elite Textiles. As a matter of fact, I sold it to one of the golf cart manufacturers, which they wanted to put that company underneath their belt so that they could build their profit margins, and worked out good for everybody. But in 2008, I got out of it, and then I went back into that truck after that because the shop was sold, and I had bunch of up to 50 employees in the shop, and we were doing, hammering out millions of dollars worth of canvas work. But after that, I decided to go back to the roots of making canvas in the trucks again. So I went back to my old ways because that's what I knew was my old ways. And the times were tough in 2008, and a lot of people weren't spending a lot of money, and I was just finding myself irritated. It's like the product wasn't good, and I was hurrying through stuff, and I just wanted a change. So I packed my bags up and I moved from Florida up to Maryland. And when I came to Maryland, what a shocker. This is in Annapolis. This is literally one of the highest quality, best canvas company areas in the entire country. These guys around here flat know how to make really, really good, high quality product for these boats. These boats are very expensive up here, and matter of fact, it's the sailing capital of the world, so they say. Well, all of a sudden, my old ways of making very fast canvas out of the back of a truck came to a screeching halt. I had to stop, regather, and figure out how to make very high quality, very custom, very high quality canvas work. Well, I've literally spent hours and hours and hours of trying to develop ways of making canvas facing on clear canvas covers in exact perfect measurements. That's when I came up with this design. This is a scribe that scribes inside and outside of your fabric. And not only fabric, but the clear isinglass as well. So that's just a little bit of how this came to be, but I want to say that without this, I would not be able to make the products that I do today. And we started, everybody kind of got together and we were looking at this thing and we're thinking, well, yeah, man, that's a great idea. You could sell it. Well, I have sat nights and nights and nights thinking about this thing, and I've come up to the conclusion that there's no way that I can put a price on this, because the amount of time that this thing saves me and the amount of skill that it gives me is priceless to me. So I've decided that I'm just going to give it away. I'm going to give it to you, and I'm going to give it to you for free. But what you need to do is you need to buy the short course on how to use it. So when you purchase this course, and it's going to be a $25 value for the course, I'm going to give you, if I could put it in time, hundreds of hours of time saved using this Scribe tool. So whether you're a beginning canvas guy, or canvas lady, or somebody that's been making and manufacturing boat canvas for years and years and years, I guarantee that you've never seen anything like this, and I guarantee you that it can save you time and money. Time is money, right? So I invite you to go in and purchase the course on how to use this tool, register with canvaslessons.com, and when you purchase the course on how to use the tool, I'm going to send it to you for free. At this point, I don't know how long. Typically it's like a 2 or 3 day delivery time, but the very next day after I get your information, I will definitely send this thing out to you, and then you can get going on the other lessons if you choose to do that. Now, on the lessons, not every single one of them use this tool, because some of the mooring cover, fabrication stuff doesn't use this. But I can tell you that all of the enclosure stuff, you'll need to have this tool in order to perform the step-by-step stuff that I'm doing here at the shop. So I encourage you to go on and get that. If you can purchase these videos and you can purchase the courses without getting this thing, but the only way to get it is to get that how-to course on how to use this thing. So take that step, buy that course. I'll send you this thing for free, and from there we can move on and get more into the other videos. Okay?